Hello Facebook world, we're here today at the Red Lips Media HQ. We're here with Red Lips Media Director Miri Lakovic. Today we're going to be talking about our new workshop that is going to be teaching social media to business owners around Perth who really need just a little bit of help with how to make their business pop online, which is what we do every day here at Red Lips Media. So we're going to just delve into a few of the topics that we're going to be covering. Miri's going to answer a few questions, and then if we get any questions from all of you guys out there, we can answer them as we go. So Miri, say hello to Facebook land.
Hi Facebook land.
So what we're doing right now is a Facebook Live broadcast, which is just one of the many things that we're going to be able to teach people on the day how to utilize for their own business. So maybe just to start, Miri, tell us, why are we starting these workshops?
That's a very good question. The workshops probably come from a series of things. One of the most important things is demand. In our line of work, and especially in our business, we help businesses stand out on social media. And throughout our travels and throughout working with businesses, we often meet a lot of new business owners or people that are in their own business units, such as travel agents, real estate agents, that are looking after their own businesses within businesses, and they're looking for advice on social media. They go to a lot of courses, they go to a lot of free seminars, which they sometimes walk away from and they feel like it's only really touched on the surface, but they really come back and sit at the front of their desktop and don't really know where to start. So we've had a lot of demand for these workshops, and it's been a long time in the coming, I guess. And we just thought that it was a good place to start to give something back to the new business owners, the startups, and also people in businesses that are assigned the task of looking after social media for the business, which can be quite daunting. So it's a good place to start to give back to all of the people that have been asking us to start this and do something that's quite intense so that they can walk away with the skills that they require.
And so Maria, why do you think that social media is such a big task for these people?
Well, I guess social media is a massive task because on any given day, as we know in our business, social media changes. I mean, in the last 12 months, the changes to Facebook alone, in not only algorithms, but apps that are available, things such as Facebook Live is now available, that didn't really exist. And if you're not on top of the best way to stand out on social media, then you're really not going to be seen. So it's so important to stay on top of the latest trends, but also understand what's going to actually have the greatest impact for your business and what's most relevant to your business and to build your community.
And so what would you say to business owners who are still yet to see the benefits of social media?
That's a very good question. Businesses often don't see social media benefits because they focus on the posts. So they might focus on the fact that, well, what am I going to talk about? I might be a plumber, or I might be in an industry where I think, what am I really going to talk about with my community? The thing is, it's not just about the posts, it's about strategically understanding who is your target market, who are your potential fans out there, and how do you best connect with them and draw them in, but also keep them engaged and keep the conversation flowing. Because most of the time, if you get a really good engagement strategy, you end up having these customer service conversations through social media. You end up engaging in the way that you want to be seen as a business, and you leave it open for customers to be able to engage with you via your social platforms.
And so you touched on the point that a lot of people go to seminars and they don't really leave with the skills required to run a social media page for themselves. What's different about the Boss workshops?
What's different about the Boss workshops, and something that both myself and Bianca, who's behind the camera, have been working on in developing this workshop for you, is that we want you to be able to, so put yourself in the example that you're starting up in your business or you're looking at taking it on, because let's face it, in some businesses, when you're starting up or you've got a lot of things to do, you don't want to outlay a lot of money. So you want to do it yourself, but you don't really know where to start. With our workshops, it's 3 hours, so it's intensive. It's quite small. The classes are only 10 people. So you're not sitting in a room full of hundreds of people and looking at a PowerPoint presentation for 3 hours. It's quite intense. It's hands-on skills to be able to actually sit down, walk away from this workshop, have an action plan, have an engagement strategy for your business, and also look at planning out your posts and content so that you can have the greatest success with your social media platform. It's actual skills to be able to go back after your 3-hour workshop and run it yourself.
And so will the people in this in these workshops understand all aspects of social media, or will they focus on one particular area?
This first one is on Facebook. Facebook still is predominantly, together with Instagram and a couple of other emerging platforms that are becoming quite powerful for businesses, Facebook still is one of the highest used platforms across Australia. In Western Australia here in particular, it's proven very successful for many business platforms that we run. For our clients, Facebook is still very powerful, especially with its ability to target people and to target different campaigns. So I think I've just missed where I'm going with your question.
I think you might have. So I guess what I'm trying to get across is...
I start talking and then I just think, what was that question
Well,
again?
lucky I'll be there to help you along. So basically what I'm trying to get across is people will need to look at a long-term strategy to learn Facebook ads, Instagram, all of these different platforms. So how will we address those things for different business owners?
So first of all, this is one of many in the series. So that's why we called it the Business Online Survival Series, the #Boss workshops. Because, #Boss. Because it's basically the first one of many. This first one is going to be about Facebook, so that you basically are your own boss at Facebook once you leave this workshop. Then we'll tackle Instagram, Snapchat, other emerging platforms, and even have an intensive course on ads, because let's face it, everybody's fear of ads is prevalent in terms of how do you set up the best ad strategy. So it's the first one in the set. I obviously recommend that it's a good place to start with Facebook, get your Facebook strategy right, but also be on the lookout for the rest of them, because there will be some exciting ones coming up.
And so Miriam, I guess just to close, maybe if you could give some advice to people who are kind of doing it themselves, and obviously you're a business owner, so how do these people, what do they need to know to take the first step?
I guess, well, that's a good point. I did start in this business with my business partner, Jessica, and when we started out, and when you start in business, you basically wear a lot of hats. So when you start out, you don't have a big team. You're really in the trenches. And some people don't get out of the trenches, which hopefully doesn't last for long in your business cycle. But when you're in the trenches and you're doing all the work, you're doing that because you're trying to make money. You're trying to get out there, deliver your service, deliver your products, and you take on the task of everything. What we want to be able to do with this workshop, especially in the area of social, is help you so that you can really master Facebook until the point where it will actually become so time consuming, and as your business grows and you're able to invest back into growing your business, you can then engage people to run your platforms for you and expand into other platforms. But really this is the start to give you those skills so that you can do it and you're not stressed about it. We can show you how to do it, the best times to do it, how to schedule, how to look at ways to incorporate it into your hectic business schedule and your work-life balance, so that you ensure that you're doing it the best way, you're doing it the most targeted way, so that you don't waste your time and you prove that it's successful for your business. Because at the end of the day, if it helps your business grow and we can empower you to actually make that the first step, then you'll be on the way to a really successful business, and you'll be able to pull away from Facebook, hand it over to someone down the track when you're ready to invest back into your business.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for your time today, Miri. And I guess what we'd like to say to finish is just, if anyone is interested, there are plenty of ways to get in contact through Facebook or through Eventbrite, or you can check out our website and get in contact with us there, and we'll be happy to help anyone. So thanks, Facebook, and have a great day.
I look forward to seeing you at the workshop. Thank you.